Hello and welcome back to BannerKings, and in the previous episode we were just able to hire a caravan, and from my perspective this is absolutely fantastic because I wasn't really expecting to get a caravan this fast, but we were able to, with the incredible help gained from selling some oil, some really amazing oil from Kuyaz, all the way over in Sanala. We gained, I think it was, what was it, 8,000 or something like that? Or was it even more than that? I think it was actually 14,000. Maybe it was 14,000? I don't know. But whatever the case, we gained a significant amount of money, and now we have our own caravan, which is right next to me here. This is my caravan right here. And one thing we got to talk about right now is someone actually told me that caravans and their profits don't actually get deposited in your inventory's gold automatically. You're going to have to go and speak to them, or you're going to have to catch up to them in some way or another. Basically, having a caravan is very realistic in this sense, because obviously, let's face it, in a real life situation, is your caravan going to magically be able to throw gold over to your coin purse? No, it's not really going to be able to do that. So there's the realism for you in that regard. So now, as you can see, quality oil right here, you can buy this literally for 241, and I can sell this at Sanala for an insane amount. So we're going to buy this for 1,500. I'm just going to do a small trade run again, just because it is literally just a hop, skip, and a jump away, and I might as well, right? I might as well. And this is also going to give us an opportunity to take a look and actually see what happens with Zuera, the spice vendor, because obviously that's the person that's currently running our first caravan. Hopefully it's actually going to work out pretty well. I'm not sure why she's gaining theology skill, but apparently she is. That's a bit weird. But yeah, anyway, hopefully she's not going to spec into things that are a little bit bad. But I guess we'll see what happens with that. I actually prefer, if I can, I prefer leaving my companions to spec in whatever they like to spec in, because at the end of the day, I'd much prefer to do that. Yeah, as you can see right here, it's not the same. Yeah, that's the problem, because we've already sold a bunch of quality oil here, and that's the reason why the price is basically normalized. So unfortunately we won't be able to get any profit from this. However, I may be able to go over to Crusader and sell the oil there. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I actually prefer to allow our companions to choose whatever they want to spec in, because if they end up speccing into something that is quite interesting, or I just prefer to let the AI deal with that, because then we get to see a completely organically created character that is very realistic, because in the same sense that caravans aren't really going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to send this gold over to your bank account right away, sir. We're going to wire transfer it. No, that's just not going to happen. However, it's the same thing here. I'm not really going to be able to send a message to Zuera and say, please read this book, or, please do this or please do that. That doesn't really make any sense. But yeah, as you can see here, quality oil, I can literally sell this for 5,600. We literally just purchased it for, what was it, 1,500 or something? Yeah, 1,500. And we're selling it for that. So we got 4,000 in cash profit, which is absolutely amazing. What is this? This is this a really crazy good sword? I mean, I'm looking at the base stats, right? I'm looking at the base stats, but if you look at the RBM stats, I actually don't know. Is this a really, really good sword? Should I use it? I mean, some people have said that blunt weapons are really amazing, and so I should probably get that, shouldn't I? I should probably get a blunt weapon. I'm thinking of getting actually a two-handed blunt weapon. I actually really love the fact that there are so many weapons available so early on in the game, because if you've played the base game, you know that the weapon selection early on is extremely limited, and they don't really provide you with anything really. You have to be very lucky to find anything of note. But this case, no, this is actually looking pretty good. Okay, so let's have a look here. I'm probably going to go for the Heavy Horseman's Mace. There we go. Going to use that instead of my sword here. And there we go. Yeah, I actually gained some trade skill. How did I gain some trade skill? I don't know. Because the oil is certainly not going to give it to me. But yeah, anyway, we're just going to exit there. And then we're just going to have a look and see if there's actually anything else that we might be able to sell at a decent price. So let's see what we can maybe take back over to Kuyaz. Maybe Kuyaz actually needs something. It's highly unlikely that it does, because as you can quite clearly tell, they seem to have an overwhelming amount of foodstuffs over there. So it seems to me that the best possible course of action is for us to go to Kuyaz, stay in Kuyaz, try to get as much oil as possible. Bear in mind, I almost have enough cash to create another caravan. I might even, you know what? Okay, this is gonna sound really, really outlandish, because there have been many moments in the past where I've said, oh yes, I'm gonna get a workshop. You know, I'm gonna get a workshop. I'm gonna see how that goes. Because I've always had faith that the workshop is gonna be somewhat useful, but then it ends up being a bitter disappointment. But that was not with BannerKings installed. And BannerKings fundamentally changes quite a few things about the game, and so I'm very much hoping that workshops are going to be so much better. Or at least I'm hopeful that that is the case. Okay, we need to talk business. What news of the markets? I've not found any You haven't found any profitable trades? Right. Well, that's a little bit worrying, isn't it? Is it just... Is she playing the stock market and she's just invested in something that just crashed or whatever? I don't know. That's quite funny, but she hasn't found any profitable trades yet. That is a little bit worrying, actually, all things considered, because if you take a look at my expenses here, I'm actually paying quite a significant amount for her to run around. I'm actually not entirely sure how much am I paying. 167. I am literally paying 167 to her, and my own army is 48. Wow, okay, that's a bit harsh. I think that's a bit harsh, but there's nothing I can do about it. There is nothing I can do about it. We just have to take the punches as they come, as it were. So we're gonna have to see how it goes. Okay, so is there anything that I can get here to take over to Kuyaz? I'm highly... Oh, wait a minute. The jewelry at Crusader might be good. It's only going to give me 1,400 though if I buy both pieces, which is probably not worth it, all things considered. I don't think that's particularly worth it. Yeah. Oh, they don't have beer. They don't have beer at Kuyaz. That might be good. Yeah, they don't seem to have beer at Kuyaz, so I'm going to buy 5 lots of it, I guess, or maybe a little bit more. Yeah, you know what? I'll just buy all of it. Why not? Might be somewhat useful. And I know what you're thinking. Please don't do the tournament. You're asking me not to do the tournament. I am going to do the tournament just because I want to see if I can maybe play a little bit better this time. Let's see if I have any points to spend. I do not. I do want to get a book as well, by the way. I do want to get a book. So I will be taking a look at the education menu after this tournament. Let's just cross our fingers and hope that I will be able to achieve victory this time. Also, we're going to be getting this rather wonderful piece of body armor if I can actually do something. So let's try it. Okay, so I have an axe. I have a helmet this time, which is actually pretty nice. For some reason, I feel like piercing damage doesn't actually do as much as it potentially should. Someone said that thrusting damage and piercing damage does really massive damage, and I haven't actually seen that so far. Sometimes it does if you can hit the unarmored portion of a person, but most of the time it doesn't really do much at all. As you could quite clearly see there, it literally did, what was it? 16 damage to the head. Wow. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's the damage that I want to see. Nice, nice. Okay, that's a lot better. Nice. Okay, thank you. Wow. Okay, I'm actually starting to do something. Okay. This is interesting. All right, can we maybe do something here? Yes, 44 damage. I am surprised. Okay. Thank you. 39. Okay, nice. I'm actually surprised. What is actually going on here? Because beforehand I was doing 16 damage. Now I'm doing 53 all of a sudden. What's happened? I haven't changed anything, by the way. Before you ask, I haven't changed anything at all. Everything is exactly how I left it. All right. kind of a bit strange, but okay, this is a 1 versus 1. Well, not a 1 versus 1. It's like a, well, it is technically a 1 versus 1. I'm actually going to stay all the way back here. And I'm basically just going to wait. I'm just going to wait for them to do their own thing, because this guy is literally going to walk over there, as you can quite clearly tell. And I don't want any piece of this. I don't want any piece of this. They can just fight it out however they like. Oh, the green team guy is absolutely murdering everyone. This is a bit of a problem. Okay, here we go. Oh, no. Aha! Look at that. Under shoulder hit. Under shoulder hit. Whew. You need to be very, very precise for something like that. Not sure if I can do that, shall we say, consistently. I think that's probably going to be extremely difficult for me, personally. If we can just not get headshot by this guy's throwing weapons, then I'll be very pleased. I could barely even see that. Why was I don't know. I could barely even see it flying through the air. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Oh, terrible. That was absolutely awful. Oh, we got him. We got him. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm kind of getting the kind of gist of what I'm supposed to do, because basically this is a completely different style of play from how I would usually do things, and I think the secret here is optimizing your feints. And this is something that I've not really ever done because it wasn't really necessary. Because I'm also really, really bad at it. But this is probably going to be a very important skill to hone if you want to be successful in 1 versus 1 combat. And it's definitely something that I'm going to have to practice quite a bit, because otherwise we're going to have some issues, I think. How does this guy have so many things? Oh yeah, he has perks. He has perks that give him additional javelins. Got him. In the leg. Alright. We got him. We got him. Oh, that was not worth it. That was totally not worth it. Wow, the amount of stress that I was going through right there. Wow. Alright, there you go. That is absolutely insane. Whew. Yeah, after I lost my shield... Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on that. I did get an amazing chess piece, and I gotta say, I'm actually very pleased that we were able to get something like this, because let's face it, this is much better than what I was using before. And also, look at this. I actually have the ability to purchase a new mount. This is going to give me 10 additional speed. Absolutely wonderful, and it's not even going to break the bank. It's literally only going to cost me 427, which is really nothing at all, to be fair. Anyway, what I want to do is I actually want to check out the pieces of armor here, because I really badly want to get some armor. So I'm just going to buy something that is relatively good but not extremely expensive, as you can see. Then we need a cloak. We need a cloak as well. Is there no cloak? No, there is no cloak. Okay, that's interesting. Is there? Oh, no, wait. There is a cloak. Okay. Oh, they're quite expensive, actually. Yeah, the cloaks are quite expensive, so this is a little bit... not sure if I can really do this in good conscience without putting myself in a bad situation, but we're looking pretty good right now. My helmet is the worst thing. As you can see, helmets actually go up to, if we take a look at the best helmets in the world, boom, it gives us 136 armor to the head and 90 to the body. That is absolute insanity. And it only costs you 22,000. Only 22,000. I could literally afford that in pretty much no time whatsoever. If I can get some more oil, I could buy that. I could literally already have purchased that, technically. So I think we may have to reevaluate what is important in BannerKings in comparison to what is important in the other mods and base game and all that stuff. Because in BannerKings, it feels to me that when you're using something like RBM, you do need to prioritize getting good armor first. Maybe that's just me. I'm not entirely sure if that is indeed the case, but I personally feel right now that a very important thing to do would be to get as best armor as you can to protect yourself against potential one-shots. And obviously one-shots can still happen. The AI can still get, still get pretty lucky sometimes, I guess, at some points, but it's going to reduce that. It's going to reduce that. So anyway, we're going to go for form-fitting armor here so we can move around a little bit faster. We're going to go for maneuvering here as well. I personally prefer maneuvering. And we're going to be getting a cavalry. Let me see here. Removed movement speed penalty of wielding shields. I am going to use a shield. So I'm probably going to take that, I guess. I don't know whether that's actually good, but I'm going to take it. And now let's take a look. What else do we want to go for here? Well, obviously, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, yeah, it's because we haven't really fought anything, have we? Yeah, we do need to get into some fights and actually get my forces into some battles, because I do need to level up my medicine. Maybe I should just go into some random, auto-resolve battles or something like that. That might be kind of important. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should just be the medic myself. Should I just be the medic myself? I don't know, maybe that's a bit too much. Is that a bit too much? Oh well, we need to put another point in one-handed here, pretty clearly, obviously. And maybe we do want to put something more in athletics as well. Look at my athletic skill. It's actually at 65, which is pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Should I put it? I don't know, maybe I should put another point in it. Maybe that would be a good idea. I'm thinking of roguery now as well. Yeah, roguery could be good. Oh, there's so much stuff that I want to do here. There is so much stuff that I want to do, but I just can't. Okay, we'll just put it in roguery, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing at this point, to be fair. I think I'll go for another point in vigor here because we are going to always need combat skills. Combat skills are always going to be required. Let's go to education. Yeah, so as you can see right here, you can just choose your lifestyle, and that's just like this. And we currently have a language limit of 2, no books read, booksellers. Ah, here we go. All right. Thank you very much to the person that said, hey, you should check your education menu. Yeah, I really appreciate that, because obviously I wouldn't have moused over this if I hadn't gone back here. But yeah, anyway, as you can see, we can take a look. Okay, wait a minute. Hubyar. There's a guy at Hubyar. Do they switch around? Do they change positions? That's the question. If they change positions, then we may have some issues actually catching up to them. But where is Hubyar? Hubyar is actually not even that far away. We don't know what the market is like there, unfortunately. I would like to be able to maybe buy something to trade, but that's not going to happen, is it? Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a problem, isn't it? Oh dear. Alright, well, let's go over there and actually see what happens, because if we can actually get there and maybe purchase a book, I'm going to assume that books are extremely expensive, because realistically, historically, you know, having a book or 2 or 3 was pretty expensive, at least initially. And we're going to have maybe some issues with that, because as you can see, it's costing me 415 gold to run this caravan. But if we do get additional information, this is also another reason why having the caravan rumors trait with trade skill is going to be one of the greatest things that we can get. But unfortunately for me, my trade skill is not leveling up from, well, 1, from our caravan, and also not from our, you know, doing trades, because the new trade goods don't count. So that's obviously a bit of a problem in itself. There's a healer here. She has 95 in medicine. We should probably get her, all things considered. We should probably get her, but I'm still in 2 minds about whether I should be the one to actually do that. Yeah, is the bookseller in the tavern, or? Yeah, I'm going to assume he's in the tavern. So I guess, I mean, a number of people said that he's probably going to be in the tavern. So I'll check, and we'll see where he is. Game host, companion, ransom broker, tavern keeper. No, these are just 2 companions. That's it. There isn't a bookseller up here. Okay. Well, that's oh dear. Has he actually left? Maybe he's left. Maybe that's the point. Maybe he's gone, or is he here? No, I don't think so, right? I don't think so. Okay, wait a minute. Let me actually just have a quick look here, because I don't want to. No. Lazif the Wise. Is he going to be in the castle? He's probably going to be in the castle, isn't he? I feel like he's going to be in the castle. I'm going to go into the streets. Maybe he's in the streets, because let's face it, if he's a bookseller, he's probably going to be here. Okay, let's have a look. Brewery, tavern, tanner. No. Okay. Huh. I mean, it says he's here. I'm going to assume he's in the Lord's Hall. What do you bet? Do you think he's in the Lord's Hall? I think he's probably there. There are no other people on the map here, but I can only assume that could be an oversight. Maybe they just haven't marked him on the map or something. But we've checked the tavern, and we've checked the streets. Merchant notary. Okay. No, thank you. Good day to you. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what that guy was talking about, but yeah, I was actually kind of hoping that maybe they would be around here. Yeah, there's a bunch of beggars on the streets as well. I actually wanted the opportunity to give them something, but unfortunately that doesn't work. Yeah, so we got musician here. Thugs. Nothing. Goodbye. Yeah, I don't need to bother with them at the moment. And yeah, so there is basically no point in me going around here. So I'm going to assume, as I said, that we need to enter the Lord's Hall, which is a bit weird. I'm not sure why a bookseller would be in the Lord's Hall, but I can only assume that that is the case. I mean, otherwise, where would it be? I don't know. Where else would it be, right? Where else would it be? I don't know. So, yeah, otherwise, apart from that, I guess we can do a little bit of trading. Crude salt can sell at Sanala for a pretty decent amount, not too bad. Not significant. Not a big ticket item, as it were, but it's going to be relatively okay. Yeah, okay, fine. It's costing me quite a bit now. Okay, I'm only gonna buy 15. I'm only gonna buy 15. Is there actually a task here that I can take? There is a task in the keep. I don't really want to go in there right now because I have so little money. That's the problem. I cannot dilly-dally any further than I already have. I'd like to be able to do a task for a village or something like that, because if I can do that, maybe it's going to provide us with just a little bit of extra cash just to tide us over. It's one of the main downsides of having a daily wage system over a weekly one. Alright, so as expected, oh yeah, I didn't actually sell the beer at Kuyaz. Oh, I should have gone over to Kuyaz, shouldn't I? Because I could sell beer there, but oh well, never mind. I'm not going to actually do anything with that, but I can sell the crude salt for 1400. I don't know how much I actually purchased it for. I think it was around 400, was it? Was it around 400 or something like that? I can only hope. I can only hope it was about that. But yeah, we're just going to make our way over to Kuyaz because it is just so close. But this is basically a race against time. That's also the reason why I didn't want to spend 700 gold bribing the guards to get into the castle. Because let's face it, even if I were to get into the castle, what do you think the bookseller's going to do? Give me a book for free? He's not going to give me a book for free, that's for sure. So we kind of need to be a little bit careful here. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Art of the Trade might actually be kind of fun. Might be pretty fun with BannerKings. Let's take a look. Okay, so what do you need? You need 17 barrels of olives. I loan you the product. You sell at whatever price you like and bring me back 280. 280? Sure. Why not? I will buy the products. I don't think I can get more than I don't think I can get more than 280. I'm just going to be the middleman on this. I'm just going to be the middleman. Okay, so 17 barrels of olives. Highly unlikely, by the way, that I'm going to be able to do this, in my opinion, because if you take a look at the fine beer actually sells for a good amount here, so I'm going to sell all of that. But yeah, the olives, as you can quite clearly tell, are going to sell for nothing, basically. They're going to sell for nothing. They do sell at Sanala for 57, but over here, they sell for basically nothing. So that's something that we have to take into account. Is there anything else that we can actually buy here and sell at Sanala for an insane amount? Because then we could just buy stuff and then go over there immediately. For example, the tools. The tools sell for a decent amount. So let's just buy that. There we go. I don't really want to buy that. Hubyar actually buys quality oil for 1,000. So let's actually do that. Let's buy a little bit of quality oil. I don't have enough. Ooh, this is bad. This is real bad. Look at this. I wish I could buy more quality oil, but I cannot. And what I'm going to do, because my people are actually eating their olives, I'm going to go here and buy some olives myself. Oh no, this is fine olives. Oh dear. Okay, wait a minute. I wish I could tell... Why can I not move this up? I wish I could tell my guys not to actually eat this. I don't think I can do that, right? Oh well, whatever the case, let's go over to Sanala. Hopefully I'm going to be able to complete this. I don't even know what he's actually even asking me to do. Solid, a sold olives amount. See, as you can see right here, you literally need to... Oh, I should have just purchased the 280, shouldn't I? I should have just paid him 280 for it. Oh dear, that's real bad. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Maybe we're going to be in a little bit of hot water with him. If we are in hot water with him, then I'm going to be in a very bad situation. But the main issue that I'm having right now is that we are just having so little cash. I'm very much hoping that if we can get to Hubyar and we can sell the oil, maybe that will tide us over a little bit. Maybe Sanala is going to refresh its inventory at some point too, and that will then mean that we can sell oil there again for a decent amount. We can only hope that to be the case at least. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to sell the tools here. The olives actually do sell for a good amount. There we go, 3,800 we're getting from that. And I can even sell the quality oil here if I want to, but I'm not going to do that here. I don't think that's particularly worth it. However, I can even sell oranges and grain here for a decent amount, surprisingly enough. But there you go. Okay, so we've done that. And now we can literally go back to this guy. As you can see, we actually... okay, so fine olives actually does count. So basically it doesn't matter what prefix the olives have as long as you sell olives. So that's nice. Okay, I'm actually very pleased about that. Hopefully I don't have to give him 1,400. I don't have to give him 1,400, right? I only have to give him 280? I can only hope that I only have to give him 280. Okay, 28 days left. That's absolutely fine. That's going to give me enough time to go over to Hubyar first and then be able to sell these. Alright, so it seems like I was very, very prepared with this, because as you can tell, I can sell this for literally 1,600. It would have been amazing if I would have been able to purchase more of this, but as you could no doubt tell, we didn't have enough money to be able to do that without putting myself in a little bit of a sticky situation. So I'm very pleased to say that we can sell all of this. I'm just going to sell it all. 8,000 gold is our reward for that, and I'm actually going to see, is there anything else that I can buy here for a decent amount and then sell it at Sanala or something like that? It would be pretty cool if we could. Doesn't seem like it. Nah, we're not going to get anything that good. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but that's fine. Look at that, 8,000 right there. Boom, very, very nice indeed. Technically, we could have split the oil between here and Crusader or Sanala, and then we, well, we probably would have had a slightly higher margin of profit. But for me personally, I don't really mind about that. Actually, you know what? Considering I'm at Hubyar right now, you know what I might want to do? Let's go in and actually see whether that guy is still here. Is he still here? Yes, it seems he is. Okay, interesting. Right. So let's just go there. And yeah, okay, so there's another companion there. If I go to cultural information, this doesn't really do much for me. I'm just wanting to see whether there's actually something that I can do. Review this kingdom's contract signed by lords that join it. Oh, okay. There's a literal contract. Okay, interesting. And we can serve scholarship, research. You can literally just research randomly here. You can gain scholarship and tactics skill by doing that. All right. Well, I'm going to pay the bribe to get in here. As you can see, there he is. The bookseller is indeed inside the Lord's Hall, and we can actually speak to him. So I would like to ask you scholarly questions, or I would like to buy a book. Let's buy a book. Okay, so as you can quite clearly tell, we currently do not have the ability to buy any of these. And the reason why we can't do that is, well, probably tenfold. We don't have the money, because as you can quite clearly tell, you need is that 1 million? That is 1 million gold. Yes. Every single one of these is 1 million gold with the exception of the last one. And apart from that, you need to know a specific language. So that's very interesting. Okay, so yeah, anyway, books can be read by those with the literate perk. Skill books add experience to a specific skill, while focus books add both experience and a focus point, if possible. Dictionaries are used to help reading other books faster. Okay, so in other words, this is going to be a focus and experience point thing, I'm pretty sure. And this would get me trade skill, and that's the reason why in BannerKings you probably don't want to put every single point that you can in your skills. You don't want to go to 5 focus points. You probably want to go to at least 4, 3, you know, 3 or 4 is absolutely fine, because then you can, you know, read a book and you can get that. But I am very far away from getting 1 million gold. All right, how can I make use of books? Most books will serve to increase your learning in a certain skill set. They allow you insight into the many martial arts and competences a noble requires, and may be used with all your family. Spouses... Okay, I think it means our spouse candidates may also be interested in you reciting poems. Or shall we say your spouse candidates? Yeah, I think I think that's what it means. Anyway, all cultures have their own books, so you must usually know the book's language. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Alternatively, you may use the Dictionarium Calradium to read anything, although slowly. Of course, you must be literate first. Okay, so where can I get the Dictionarium Calradium? It is slow, though. Languages are key for your scholarly progress. Languages will allow you to read books from foreign cultures. As a lord, they also allow you to better connect with foreign populations. Folks will always mistrust a foreigner, but more so one that takes no interest in their customs. Have a family member or servant that knows the language well and trusts you, and they will be able to instruct you. Right, okay, so wait a second, that actually means that there's actually a quest here. What is the quest? Oh, a revolt. Okay, I probably can't deal with that. I don't really have the army for that kind of deal, but, you know, good to know that there are quests from these lords and things like that. But yes, anyway, that basically means that if I were to recruit another companion, it could be potentially useful if they are a companion of the same kind of language that I want to learn, that I may be able to ask them to teach us, or maybe asking them to give us a couple of pointers about where to start. That might actually be a really good plan. So let me actually just take a quick look here, because as you can see, this is apparently one of the people. She has one language right now. She's also a steward trader kind of character, which I personally would like to recruit. So I think we're going to do that. 6,000. All right, let's do it. 6,000. Why not? Why not? This is actually crazy. I probably shouldn't do this, to be honest. All things considered, I probably shouldn't do this. But yeah, anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to her. There we go. Okay, let's see what she says. About your position in the clan. Bestowing knighthood is possible. I would like thee to serve as my cavalier. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. What about new role? No, that's not going to work either. I mean, technically, she could be a steward. She could do a really, really good job as a steward, because she has, or as a quartermaster, should I say, because she has 90 in steward, which is very good. And as you can see, that would increase my party size by 22. Which would be quite good, but I don't actually need that. As you can quite clearly see, there is no point. There is literally no point in that. So I think what we're going to have to do is we'll get her another caravan in due time, but unfortunately it doesn't seem as though she can teach me a language, which is a bit strange. I'm not sure why that is. Is it because she only knows the one language and she can't communicate with me or something like that in terms of BannerKings? I actually don't know. So we're going to have to figure that out in due time, if at all, I suppose. Train troops, that's probably not going to happen either. But yes, anyway, we're going to be making our way back to the village, and the guy is probably going to be really, really pleased. And it's actually opened my eyes to another potential avenue of selling things, because the olives, we can literally buy them for a very cheap price, probably at Kuyas. Probably at Kuyas, we can buy that for probably nothing at all. Probably around, you know, I don't know what, 4 or 5 gold per one. And then we could sell them for 70, 80 even. And that would be a very significant profit. Just adding that all up would be very significant. Anyway, we have another focus point to go for here. I'm going to go for another point in scouting. I guess I'm going to be the scout person, I suppose. Let's go for Pathfinder here. Not going to be taking Water Diviner. Water Diviner is just, in my opinion, pretty much useless, because what you mostly want is travel speed. If you really badly want sight range, then I don't even know what to tell you. But for me personally, the travel speed is just much better. That is just my own personal opinion on it. I prefer getting places quicker. And that is also a reason why we need as much cash as possible, because I really do want to buy some horses. And I'm very much hoping that maybe, just maybe, we will be able to go down to... where is that? Yes, here we go. Askar. We can go maybe here, and maybe we're going to be able to buy some cheap horses. I'm not sure if they are the same price as they are in the base game, but if we can, that would be fantastic. Anyway, let's speak to the guy. There we go. There it is. Yes, here is the 280. There we go. I gained some charm skill. Yep. Okay, fantastic. And we also gained some renown and all that wonderful stuff. And so there we go. And our relations have increased with that village. All right. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Definitely could have gone better. Let's face it. Definitely could have gone better because, well, I could have taken some more oil, for example, getting some more oil and taking that. Like, for example, look at this. I can literally buy this for 200 and I can sell it at Habyar for 1,000. I can't even buy all of this. I am so sad right now. Habyar is really far away as well, by the way. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. As you can quite clearly tell, this is exactly the reason why I was really, really worried beforehand. Okay, this is bad. We're going to go into debt. We're going to go into debt for 1 day. We are actually going to go into debt for 1 day here, I think. Because the, yep, there it is. My people are going to start leaving, I assume. Hopefully my companion is not going to leave. I'm going to sell some oil here if I can. Hopefully Sanala's marketplace has refreshed a little bit. Yes, it has. Whew, okay, I'm actually really, I am so pleased. I am so pleased that that was the case, because I otherwise would be having some huge problems now. So we can sell that for 5,000, and then we're going to be completely fine. And yeah, that's it. There you go. Nice. We did actually get some trade skill from that. But for me personally, I feel like we should be getting a lot more. But I don't know. Maybe we can get trade skill from other sources. And we have only 4 days until no food. So I'm going to have to do something about that too. But that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time.